Wow.
Hello. In this video, I'm going to show you a very quick way to export directly from Lightroom to DeviantArt through the DeviantArt stash. Now, what DeviantArt stash is basically it's a deposit point for files that are going to go to DeviantArt or you're wanting to store with DeviantArt. The way that we do this is we download this Lightroom export and publish to stash plugin written by a user named Kyle191. Now, what this guy did was absolutely fabulous. He is basically just some simple Lua scripts. He says that it was very simple to make, and I'm sure it was. But even simple tools like a hammer are very useful. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to go over here to download application. I'm going to have the link in the description. You're going to download the application. It's not actually an application. It's a folder, and in it you have a bunch of Lua scripts. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to local disk drive C by default, program files, Adobe, and we're going to go down to, let's see, Adobe Lightroom. And in Adobe Lightroom does not actually have a dedicated folder for add-ons. It has the add-ons, like you can see the default add-ons here, they're just in the root directory. And maybe this is a criticism of Lightroom, but this is where it stores it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the file or folder from the zip that you just downloaded, drag and drop it over here into the Adobe Lightroom folder. Now you can see what's inside here. There's just a logo, a bunch of Lua files, and a README file. The README file is extremely useful, and if you can't follow this video, refer to the README. It's extremely straightforward. So anyway, what you're going to do, once you actually drag this into your Adobe Lightroom folder, is you're going to come up to File, Plugin Manager, and you're going to be greeted with your plugins. Now, I've already added this, but what you're going to do is you're going to click Add. It's going to bring you to the Adobe Lightroom folder. Select the LR-stash LR plugin folder. Just click on it, highlight it. Click Select Folder, and then this new plugin will appear. Now, you can certainly allow automatic updates and stuff. I don't even know that it's going to do anything, but it's beside the point. It's not really important. Once that's done, you're going to go to Export and Export. There's going to be a new setting available right here. This is Stash. That's where you're going to export to your DeviantArt stash. Now, before you do anything else, you're going to need to log in. This will normally say log in. You're going to click on this box here. It says Authorize its stash. You'll go through a page that will basically ask you to authenticate. You're going to click Yes. You'll get a code here. What this code does is it tells DeviantArt that you are basically allowing this application to upload stuff to DeviantArt. We're going to click OK. It's going to say logging in. Then it's going to say logged in as the username and how much space you have remaining. Now you could just hit export right now. You're ready to go. You can certainly rename your file to whatever you want, but actually before you actually submit it to DeviantArt, the public part of DeviantArt, you'll get an option to change all the names and stuff anyway. You're not using video, so that's not going to be a problem. File settings, you are limited only to JPEG, unfortunately. That's a limit with DeviantArt. You can't actually submit RAW files, and with photos, you're not going to be using anything besides JPEG or RAW anyway, so it's not really a problem. Resizing, if you have a slow internet connection, you'd want to resize, do the math to figure out what you should be using. Sharpening, unless you're submitting for print, I would highly suggest that you sharpen for print if you're going to be making prints available and you know you're going to be selling some. Otherwise, sharpen for screen and use the standard amount. This is not enabled by default, but you probably should use it. It does make a bit of a difference, especially on mobile devices. And then metadata. It says include all metadata. You can certainly choose your setting. However, you must, if you care about your privacy or don't want to get doxxed, remove personal info and remove location info. The second one is especially important if you're taking photos anywhere near where you actually live. And removing personal info you can certainly, some cameras, mine included, will actually save your username for the camera, like the full name of the camera that it's registered to. So by all means, keep these two boxes checked. Anyway, once this is done, you're just going to click export, and up here it'll say exporting 3 photos to stash, or exporting, whatever photos to stash. Now we go over to DeviantArt, and I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so on DeviantArt, we go to stash, up at the top, submit and then stash. Then we're greeted with Lightroom exports. And here are the photos that we've just exported. Now the way to make this useful to upload directly to DeviantArt from here is to click on the photo and then click on submit. And when you get to submit, all of the regular DeviantArt upload stuff will be visible. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really hope you found this useful. I hope it helps somebody.